What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing this Saturday? So, can you all hear me? 1 2 1 2. My live stream is saying it's not working right now. So, if you can hear me, give me a 1 2 1 2 if you can hear me. Give me a 1 2 1 2 if you can hear me. Okay, because it's saying my audio setup's not working. So, looks like we're good. Not gonna play any music tonight. Choppies. Okay, so yeah, Saturday night. Uh, Nothing better to do than chart crypto, right? Better than being at the bar wasting your money. So where are we at? So I'm gonna jump into BTC real quick. So the thing about BTC is I said it's gonna be pulling back to 45,000 because the RSI was too high, and it did do that. It actually fell below 45,000 to approximately, what is this? Approximately 44, but that just wicked to that. I was expecting to pull back to the main support and pump up from there, which it did. RSI is still below 50. I think this was the big pullback. It is still doing the ladder up effect since the 14th of March. So Bitcoin's still bullish. If we would have fell below 44.1 on Bitcoin, then we could have start talking about dropping to the 618. But Bitcoin's bullish right now, in my opinion. I think this is just the beginning of the extended bull cycle. Even when this was dropped, when Bitcoin dropped like this, altcoins were still ripping. That's the crazy part about it. Um, so I just want to show you guys that Bitcoin's still bullish. I mean, we were really close to falling below that bottom right there at 4.4, but we did not do that. It got bought up right here in this support area. So from Crypto Crusader, can you chart quant? Of course I can. I love charting quant. So quant, wow, you guys actually didn't break up here like I thought you guys were going to. Looks like you're getting stuck at the 50 on the RSI for quant. Let me clean this up real quick. Man, I need some sort of music. It's just too quiet down here. If you guys can't hear it, at least I'll be able to hear it. I switched my audio setup and everything like that, and everything's all goofy, you know. I'll have to retest it at some other time, but let's get back into quant. So if we go, we'll clean this up fresh. Go bottom to top and see what quant's doing. Bottom to top here. So it looks like you're bouncing off the 236 right now. You did wick down to it, and you instantly got a green candle. So I think we're working our way up here to 148 again. The bad part is you are making lower lows, unfortunately. So if we draw a downtrend on this, you can actually say that you are in a downtrend now, I guess. I keep an eye on coming up to test that downtrend, and then if that doesn't validate, you're pulling back down here to the support. For quant, but I think quant's actually going to be going. Like I said before, I think quant's going to be going up to 160. I don't even know where that fib went there. Where'd that even go? But I'd keep an eye on this downtrend right now. We are in a downtrend. We tag the top of the support, tag the top of the resistance, tag the top of the support, tag the top of this downtrend, and now we're working our way back down. So I'd keep an eye on approximately $130 for a retracement if we come up here and test this downtrend at approximately 142. So I know I've been extremely bullish on quant, but the ladder up effect is invalid now. Did I say it was valid yesterday? Because it was invalid yet. Was it? Yeah, it was invalid yesterday. So I don't know what I was on yesterday. Unless, yeah, I don't know what I was on yesterday, but it was invalidated yesterday, so I should have been able to see this downtrend. My bad, guys, on that one. Yeah, I should have saw that downtrend on quant. So we're in a downtrend right now on quant, so keep an eye on 130 for a retracement. If we break out of this downtrend, then we'll be working our way up, but we're getting stuck at the 50 right now. We were hovering above it since pretty much the 15th of March, and we finally broke. That's what's going on for quant. ADA, please. Yes, of course I can do ADA. So I think I charted this yesterday on the live stream as well. I thought we were heading down to the 236 for a bounce upwards. We did head down to the 236, and it looks like we're working our way upwards. Unfortunately, this ladder up effect is also invalid. I guess you can say, yeah, we'll say it's invalid because the bottom was right here. So what we need to focus on now is not falling below this 236 at $1.14. I think we're heading back up here to test $1.23 personally. RSI is at 50. We've been consecutively tagging 70 and breaking above 70 on the RSI. And you can see we tagged 70 once right here, twice right here. This will be our last attempt. If we don't break above the resistance here, I think we're having a pretty decent sized retracement off of that, because you normally only test things 3 times until it reverses, and you already tested it twice. So I think we're heading back up here for our final attempt at breaking this resistance. So it's kind of a major test heading back up there. So I'd keep an eye on $1.23 for Cardano for a retracement. I want Cardano to go because I hold a lot of PBX, and PBX is on the Cardano blockchain. So it pretty much follows Cardano. If Cardano goes up, PBX goes up. So I'm hoping it breaks above this. So we'll keep a close eye on that. The RSI is definitely reset, so you guys definitely have enough room to run up there and blast through that. So let's just keep an eye on and move up to $1.23. I don't think we're heading back down to the support until we come up here and test this resistance. So I think Cardano's heading up to 123 to try to test that resistance and battle it out there. Jazz me, please. Of course, I'll do Jazz me. So I charted this yesterday. I said there's 2 ways to look at this. Either we're in a downtrend, or if you believe in shapes, we are in a bull flag right now. And the bull flag is actually still holding. So let's just say we're in a bull flag right now for the benefit of us making money on it if it pops. We have not broken the bottom of this bull flag yet. You can see we just wicked to it right here. So I'd keep an eye on this next move up. We're getting really close to the peak. If you look at this, it's kind of like a spring. You see how they're bigger and they're getting tighter and tighter. So it's getting wound up, and eventually it's going to pop. So we're right here at the bottom and we're not dropping. So it means we're going to be moving up here to test the top. If we bust above this, we're going to have a nice pop up. I think we'll actually shoot above 4.5 cents. But we need to keep an eye on that, because if we get rejected and head back down here, there's a good chance if we fall below that, we're heading down to the 618. But bull flags are pretty much valid around 75% of the time, and this is pretty much following it to a T, tagging top, tagging bottom. So I'd keep an eye on working our way up here to approximately 30 or 3.5 cents. If we break above the top of this bull flag, I think we're going to blow right by this resistance at 3.7 up to 4.5. The RSI is well below 50. We definitely have enough fuel in our tank and definitely have enough room to run up here to 70. And I think that would be the case, but we really need to not fall below 3 cents. If we fall below 3 cents, this is all invalid, and we will be dropping down most likely to the 618 if we fall below 3 cents to approximately $2.5 cents. I still hold some Jasmine. I bought Jasmine when it was one. If you're on the Discord channel, I was kind of shilling Jasmine for a little bit. I got in pretty early, saying my strategy on it, and luckily that actually played out and I made some decent money on Jasmine. But let's keep an eye on this bull flag scenario. We can't fall below 3 cents. We're dropping to the 618 at 2.5. As soon as we break above this top of the bull flag, it's going to catapult off. The spring is going to be unreleased, and we'll have a nice, decent shot up approximately to 4.5 or higher. In my opinion, the RSI is reset. It's the perfect making for a nice pop. So let's just keep an eye on that. So from Ryan Seeger, Bitco, Bico. Never heard of this. So economy, BICO up 21.9% at $2.03. 1 billion max supply, 115 million circulating supply. So only about 10% in circulation. 234 million market cap. All-time high of $21 4 months ago. All-time low of $1.05 1 month ago. If we look at the max, you can see it pretty much looks like a rug pull out the get-go. But a lot of coins kind of start like that on the initial coin launch. But if you just look at it like this, it looks like crap. But there's probably more to it than that. If you compare the price to market cap, it looks like as soon as they launched the coin, they unloaded more coins into circulation. So take that for what it is. Let's look into this on the TA. Oh, it's on Coinbase, huh? Oh boy, oh boy. I'll tell you what, you guys keeping me up till 11 last night on the live stream has really made me exhausted today. My bedtime's 9:30. But it's all good. I had a good time last night charting with you guys. It's always a blast. So let's take a look at Bitco. Looks like we wicked all the way up to the 236. Didn't even hard candle above the above the 382 right here. We're actually in no man's land right now. The RSI is not well over 70, but we did break 70. You can see you guys really don't bust above 70 and take off to the 90 range. So I'm kind of expecting a pullback here. Yes, you did wick up here. I guess you can say we could go up to approximately 77 and with the body tag the 382 and fall down to the 5 for a continuation upwards. You guys really can't fall back down here to the 386 or 618 though at $1.69 because then it would break this ladder up effect that you've been. This is actually in a bullish uptrend since March 11th. So I think I guess you can say the bullish scenario is getting rejected right here. The 382 pull back to the 5 in a continuation. But I think the realistic thing is getting rejected here, heading down to the main support at $1.80 and then a continuation upwards to try to break over this 382 and continue higher. So inevitably, I think we're having a pullback on this coin. RSI is a little too high. We need to reset, fuel up our ships, and then make a run up. I don't think we have enough gas in our tank to break up any higher. So let's keep an eye on a pullback here to 180. That's what I'm predicting for this coin. So ETH. I haven't charted ETH in a long time. I normally don't chart the top coins. If you type in price prediction on YouTube, you get all these 100x. You'll be millionaires in a week videos. So Ethereum has pretty much been ripping since the 15th of March. A lot of coins have just been ripping since the 15th of March. Ladder up effect still in effect, even with the pullback on Bitcoin. This thing tagged the top of the support and then just bounced right off it. It said, no, sir, I'm heading higher. So let's chart this bad boy. I hold ETH. ETH is my largest bag out of my entire portfolio. I hold more ETH dollar-wise than Bitcoin. I hold more ETH dollar-wise than any of my coins. I believe ETH is going to be crazy bullish when 2.0 comes out. I have mine staked right now like an idiot. Most of mine staked on Coinbase. Shouldn't have done that. I should have tossed it on my ledger, but I was kind of a noob when I started getting into crypto about a year ago. So yeah, my ETH is all locked up on Coinbase and I can't even touch it right now. Kind of scary, but it's better that it's locked up because that means I can't sell it to try to flip it, right? Because knowing myself, by now I would have done that. So RSI looked like it almost tagged 70. Looks like we're heading back down to the 50. So I'd keep an eye on the 382 for ETH, which is 3398, and then a continuation upwards, so approximately 3714 on ETH. I don't think we're heading back down to 329 personally. This was the big Bitcoin pullback. So unless Bitcoin has another big pullback, I don't think we're touching this support again. I think we're going off the fib support at the 236 for a continuation, or the 386 for a continuation up to the 236 right here. So let's keep an eye on a smaller pullback to 3397 and then a continuation. It's not going to be a straight candle up here. It's going to be more of this choppy effect that you see right here. That's what I'm predicting is going to be happening on our way up to 3,700, and then there'll probably be another fib there. We'll assess the situation at the time for continuation upwards. Super bullish on ETH long term. Definitely. I'm gonna be one of those people 6 years old. I'm gonna be like, I still have my ETH from 2018. It's gonna be hard for me the day that I sell that. It's just one of those things. So with ETH, now we're going to Hydra. Okay, one sec. My mouth is already getting dry talking. Tell you what, man. I've been talking. So how's everyone's Saturday going? Everyone have a good day? It was pretty crappy here. It was really cold. I went to Target and whatnot with the wife and kid. Just pretty chill day. Cleaned the house. Looked at some crypto. And now I'm on here with you guys. I'm drinking my LaCroix and charting coins. Okay, there we go. I'm adequately hydrated now. So let's get into where we at. Hydra from Zgoth. Yo, so this just tagged the top of the support. It didn't even go down here and test the 618. Still on a downtrend though, so it's not bullish. But it could be eventually. It had the ladder effect starting from the February 24th, but it's not following the normal pattern that a lot of coins are following right now. So let's start fresh. Yeah, so you got rejected the 382 and actually fell below the support right here with a really big red candle. So unfortunately, I can't say this is bullish at all. I think we're going to be continuing this downtrend movement. So what you really need to focus on now is $8.50. I think we're heading back down there. And if we break below that, we do have a thick support area right here, and I think it'll bounce off that, and then we'll work our way back up. We just really need to just blast out of here. As you can see, we've been in a downtrend since the 15th of March. So a lot of the coins that we look at have had that ladder up effect since the 15th of March, and looks like Hydra has had the reversal of that since the 15th of March. So Hydra is not bullish in my opinion. I think it's going to be dropping a little bit more. You've been well below the 50 cents for a while. So I'd keep an eye on a pullback to 850 and then some sort of bounce in this support channel right here. And then we'll assess the situation at that time. But main area to keep an eye on is 850 for this coin for the short term. If I knew why Jasmine kept on going down, I'd probably be a millionaire because then I could predict, the future. It's going down because we're just retail investors. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. We're just along for the ride on a lot of these coins. On a lot of these coins, don't take it the wrong way. You're just a raindrop in the pond, enjoying the ride. So we really don't know what's going on with Jasmine right now. I know every time they have one of those conferences and whatnot, the price drops. And I think they just had one of those a couple days ago. But yeah, I was saying when Jasmine started going up, I thought it was that Binance competition, and it went up a little bit higher from there, and then it's been retracing. But I made a decent profit off it. I'm still holding some Jasmine, but okay, where are we at right now? We had Hydra. Any good news coming with Spell? I have no idea. I don't really follow news on Spell. I chart it though, so if anyone knows anything that's going on with Spell, What is Spell doing? Spell up 12.5% at 005. Whatever happened to Wonderland? That was all over all the social media. And I know it just shit the bed, of course. I was charting that and everyone was so hyped about it. And then the huge scandal came out and it just started shitting the bed. And it's been doing it ever since. Like, are they still trying to do what they planned on doing, or they actually just stop working on this coin? I have no idea. I have to look into that. Like, all news just stopped showing up for Spell. Like, everyone just left. So 12.5%, 005 for Spell. So we got our Spell. I haven't tried this in a while. Looks like I had us in a mini bull flag. And we broke upwards on that. Yeah, the dude from Wonderland was a felon of some sort. I remember that he did something, and that really got investors teed off. So this was a nice consolidation period you guys had on Spell, and then you guys popped right up to the main resistance at 005. RSI's at 70, so I'm expecting a retracement. Let's draw on fib here and see what's going on. So personally, I'd keep an eye on, what do I have? Double fibs going on here. We'll go off. Yeah, we'll go off that one. So for Spell, we got rejected at the 236. We wicked above it, but we didn't hard candle above the 236. We're heading back down on the RSI. So the main thing we need to keep an eye on right here is the 382 at 4.7. But personally, I think we're coming back down here to test the main support at 0044. It'd still be bullish if it did that. It'd be a higher low, and that'll give us enough room. The RSI will be reset a little bit below 50 at around 45, and that'll give us a nice running start to blast through this resistance and break above 005 and have a whole candle here and flip this into support. So keep an eye on 0044 for Spell. I know people are like, oh, I just want my coin to go up forever, but realistically, that never happens. A healthy pullback's good for a coin. So I keep an eye on a pullback either to the bullish pullback is 4.7. The realistic pullback is 4.45 in my opinion for continuation up to battle it out at this resistance with a full body candle instead of a wick. Your RSI is just too high in my opinion for a continuation from here. We definitely need to have a pullback and reset. Okay. So where are we at? And I'm falling way behind. So I'll try to get to everyone's request tonight, but there's not a lot of people on right now, but I tend to go off on topics. And that's a perfect time to show my OpenSeas. If you guys like and support this channel, head over to my OpenSeas. You get perks for certain NFTs that you purchase on there. No one's purchased one yet, but you could be the first. I think they start as low as $5 just for a basic one, and then you get ones that give you perks in the Discord and things like that. So where are we at? So we did Spell API 3. Yeah, so API 3 right now is still in the downtrend. I had us actually breaking up to the 5, but it looks like we got rejected at the 618 on the way back up, which would have been most likely, or more likely than the 5, so I don't know why I drew it up to the 5. So API 3 is not looking super bullish right now. I'd keep an eye on a pullback down to the 1 right here. If we drop below the 1, we have a main support at $4.65. This is not doing the ladder up effect. I think we come up here, get rejected at the 786, come back down here to the 1, do a little bobble around, and head down to $4.65. If we bounce off the 1 and head back up here, it'll only be to the 786, which will give us about a 58 on the RSI. So API 3 isn't bullish right now, but I'm bullish on API 3 long term. If you get what I'm saying, so a drop down will not affect my holdings in API 3. I will be holding it. I actually have a buy-in order at 413. Like if it ever goes down here, I'll be loading up. Not saying that it's going to go down there, but it doesn't hurt to have a buy order in on a random, like a heavy lower price, because you could wake up in the middle of the night and Bitcoin could drop 5-10%, and all the coins could drop and considerably, and as soon as it hits that price you get filled. So personally on API 3, I think we're still heading down to this main support at $4.65 before we start coming back up here to test the 786 and trying to break up to 628, unless Bitcoin just starts ripping. But API 3 is not bullish right now. So you can either take it as, oh, my coin's dropping, or, oh man, yeah, there's more opportunity for me to accumulate more API 3. So it's a glass half full or half empty scenario right there. So last time I asked for Azero, but there wasn't enough info on charting. Can you check again for Azero and see if there are any changes on that? Yeah, definitely Zgoth. So Alpha Zero, I'm guessing you're talking about. Available on Max. Looks like it came out January of this year. So I'm guessing that's going to be on Dex instead of TradingView. So I'm going to have to go hunting for a second for this. You always make charting fun. Yeah. Not much to go off of that chart, so let's take a look at Dex. Yeah, not even on Dex. I mean, I could try to chart this for you, but you're not going to get anything off this. I mean, I could drop it down to the 1 hour, but that would be me just talking out of my ass. Oh, you really need to chart on the 4 hour for the short-term prediction. This thing's doing the ladder up effect pretty much since it came out. It's been ripping. I guess I'll try to do a TA on the 1 hour for you, but just take this with a grain of salt. You normally don't chart off the 1 hour unless you're day trade. Well, you day trade off a shorter time period, but this is for like the macro time period type thing. So Alpha's pretty much been ripping since the gate, since it came out. Hasn't fallen below $1.20. We are at the 50 on the RSI. You've been consecutively tagging 70. So, and it hasn't even made a lower low since it came out. That's crazy. So, personally, it put a low in right here. I think we're making for a higher high, then a pullback, and a continuation upwards. So, it's on its upwards movement to put another step on the ladder, if you get what I'm saying. There's not enough data to really validate that with the fibs and stuff. But just looking at this chart, and it's not making a lower low pretty much since initiation, I think we're going up here to put another step on the ladder on it. Where it's going to hit, I'm not on the 4 hour, I'm on the 1 hour, and it's not very valid to chart on the 1 hour. So I just keep an eye. You just look for those nice round numbers. If I know you've been on the channel for a while, Zgoth, and I've talked about those round numbers. $2 with the zeros, or 50 cents or 75. Those are usually big resistance. So let's just say it's topped out here at $2.69. If I had to make a prediction, and this is just a guess out of my ass, so take this with a grain of salt, I would be guessing it's going up to $2.75 to put a high in, and then a pullback from there. But other than that, there's just not enough data on this coin. But it is going up. It's on its way up to put another step on the ladder. There's Azero. Good time to enter VXV or GLMR. I don't own any of those, but I would rather own VXV than GLMR, personally. 90 degrees and full sun in San Antonio. Lucky. I woke up today and it was 23 degrees and snowing. Okay, I need to start charting some coins because I'm falling way behind. So Ryan Seeger says farm. Yo, farm looks like it's consolidating, and it looks like well, I don't know what it looks like right now. This fib's not valid. So farm actually wicked above this resistance, main resistance, but there's still a resistance channel. You didn't hard body above the resistance channel. He actually got rejected at the top of it and bounced off the 786 once again, which is a bounce off the 50. You guys have pretty much been hovering at the 50 since March 5th. Pretty much the entire month of March, you guys are around 50 and just moving sideways. Consolidation is a bullish thing, so don't think moving sideways is bearish whatsoever. It just means people are accumulating coins at the same price, which means people are willing to buy it at that price for a long period of time, which means it's a good bottom price. So as of right now, you guys are consolidating sideways. I'd keep an eye on an up. I was gonna say up pump, an up pump, upswing. We'll say up pump, an up pump to $114. Let's keep an eye on this main resistance right here. You haven't been putting in higher highs or lower lows. You've been just moving sideways. So as of right now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I chart this, it's kind of going to be a guess. You can flip a coin on this because it's just been moving sideways since March 20th. RSI has been above 50 and been tagging 70. But if you look right here, it's just been pretty much staying the same. So if I had to make a prediction, it'd be something like that until it broke. As soon as it breaks above this resistance at $114 with a full body, not just a wick like this. Like, you need to have an open above this and a close above this. Like, it needs to open and close above this. Then we can talk about ripping up here to the 618. So I think the main thing to focus on for farm right now is getting a full body candle. For example, a full body candle above this. You see how on this green candle you have a open right here and a close right here. The body of the candle needs to be above this. Yes, you can have part of it above, but what we need to focus on is getting a whole body above this main resistance and flipping this into support, and then we can talk about ripping up here to the 618 at 134. So it's not very bullish right now until it does that, but consolidation is a bullish thing. I mean, don't take me wrong. I know you're probably pissed that it's been the same price all month, but consolidation is bullish. It's not bearish by any means. So I know you're like, oh, I just want to sell it and move on to a coin that's actually making me money. Consolidation will make you money eventually. Mark my words. So for as of the moment right now, I think we're going to be heading back down to make another bottom and then coming back up to make test this our resistance at 114. As soon as we get a full body above 114, I think we're ripping up to the 618 on farm. So Art Lopez says LTO. Yo, RTO has been ripping too. Hasn't put in a lower low since the 15th of March, pretty much like a lot of coins. But it looks like you have a double main resistance right here. So you guys are in a battleground right now. If we draw bottom to top, the lowest we can go to maintain our bullish momentum is 25 cents, but I don't think we're heading back down to 25 cents. RSI has been well above 50 since the 15th of March. I mean, we haven't tagged 50 yet, so personally, I think we're heading down to the 5 right here at 25.5, and then we have enough momentum. I think we'll actually dip slightly below the 50, and then that'll give us a running start to blast through these double resistance right here, because we need to break above 28 cents on this next pump up to continue our lat up effect, and having a double resistance right here is going to be very, very difficult to get over. So going a little bit lower on the RSI will give us enough running room, enough fuel to blast through both of those. So personally, I think we're going to be dipping a little bit lower than the rest on the RSI. I think we're going to be dipping a little bit lower than the 50, approximately to around 45 on the RSI, which will actually tag us on the 5 on the fib and then we'll have a nice running start to just work our way up through both of these resistance. So keep an eye on approximately 25.5 cents on LTO, and then a continuation upwards to battle it out here. The lowest we can go is 25 pretty much exactly. We can't fall below that. So it's going to be pretty dicey when we get down here, but inevitably I think we're going to be bouncing off this and then having a nice run up and blast through both these resistance. If we had a slow build up here, if we were at 50 and started heading up right now, I'd be like, it's going to be very difficult to break above the second resistance if you got over the first. So if we came down here, we'd have a nice running start. We'd gain momentum to just blast right through those. So keep an eye on a pullback for a continuation higher on LTO. So POLX. What am I doing? Okay. This is a random topic. But does anyone here own a smoker and smoke their own meat? I'm not making a joke or anything. I'm being serious here. I know this is a crypto channel and stuff like that, but I'm getting real, like real life. What the hell? POLX. Click on it. There you go. I got a smoker and I'm gonna give that a shot. So if anyone has any advice. Like, I'm an avid deer hunter. I live in Michigan, so you have to be a deer hunter if you live here. Or those things will eat everything. If you guys know what seagulls are, they're the rats of the sky. That's what deer are in Michigan. All they do is eat your vegetation. Okay, let's get back to crypto. Off topic. So Polylastic, POLX, down 5.2% at 0.0024, 100 billion max supply, which is crazy, 9 billion circulating supply, which is crazy, and a 2.3 million market cap, which is incredibly low. So this is a weird combination, in my opinion. Let's see where it's listed. So KuCoin and QuickSwap. I don't like the max supply and the circulating supply because they can unload, 10 times more coins to reach max supply. But the market cap is just stupid low right now. So I'd say a moonshot gamble, but we'll chart it. So Polyastic, if they don't unleash any coins and we do enter that bull run mania phase, I could definitely see this thing doing a 8 to 10x with the small market cap if they don't unleash more coins. The market cap's just stupid low. Not as low as Haka's though, but it is stupid low, and Haka has a low max supply. So let's get into this. Oh, so it's actually not looking too bullish right now, in my opinion. I think we're looking at dropping down to the 786 right here and then coming up to battle it out. You have a main resistance and a 618 here, so it's kind of like double resistance. So it's very hard to get over a double resistance area like that. Like a 618 and a 786 are the main things to look out for on fibs. And when one's right next to a main resistance, it just makes it, I guess you can say, double hard to break. But if you break over that, it acts as a great support because then it's double hard to break below it, I guess you can say. So as of right now, we have a little bit of work cut out for us on this coin. I would personally keep an eye on the 786, which is 0.0023. I know there's a green candle here, but I think inevitably we're heading down here and heading back up to test and battle it out at 0.0026. RSI is below 50, so that would give us enough running room up to the 70. I don't think we're blasting off anytime soon. I don't think we're heading up to 0.003 anytime soon. If we head up there, it's going to be a ladder up effect. We've been on a downtrend since the 25th of March. We had our chance at blasting off, and we got rejected at 0.003, and now we're kind of cooling off, People that FOMO'd in, we're all hyped up. We're like, oh, this coin sucks. I'm getting out. And then who knows? Maybe we'll bottom out here at the 786 and then rinse and repeat type thing. But I don't go into long-term predictions. So let's just keep an eye on the 786 at 00024 for a continuation up to battle it out at the main resistance, and at the 618. That's what I'm seeing happening on the short term for POLX. Man, I am so far. Oh crap, Zgoth, remember that suggestion you gave me on Discord? I actually where is it at? Right here. I actually made a notepad, and I have not been writing anything in on that, so I'm going to start that right now. If you guys have been watching my live stream, I'm very, very forgetful when I just start chatting. So people will start shilling me coins. I'm like, did I chart that? Did I not chart that? And I start wasting a lot of time, kind of like me just babbling right now. I need to just head down and chart coins, right? But where's the fun in that? I know that's what you guys want, but I need to make it fun for myself. So we had POLX. No, POLX was from Art. So Zgoth said VRA. So VRA, my prediction was wrong. Ignore me. Stop following me because I can't predict for shit. Oh, just kidding. Please don't unsubscribe. Actually, you can do what you want. I don't care. So let's chart this bad boy and see what's happening. So RSI is curling back down, but we got rejected at this main resistance. We have been on the ladder up effect since the 15th of March. So I don't think we're putting a lower low in. The lowest we can possibly go to maintain our bullish momentum is 25.2, but I think we're heading back down to the 382 right here for a continuation upwards. That would reset us around 50, a little bit lower on the RSI. Then we'd have enough fuel to break above the 2 and then head up here to the 1. I don't think it'd be a straight up blast. I think it'll be kind of choppy like it was back here. But inevitably, I don't think we're breaking down to the main support. I think this coin is going to continue its bullish momentum, and we'll be putting in another higher high here pretty soon. We just need a slight pullback for that to happen. So let's keep an eye on 2.75. So 2.75 cents for Veracity. And then I think we're continuing upwards, and I think we'll blow right through this at that time and put in another high above 3 cents. 3 cents is going to be a hard resistance to get over. It's one of those round numbers. So MC, Merit Circle. So, Zgoth, my neighbor used to go to Michigan to hunt deer, and he'd feed the bald eagles out there, and he always brought me back some venison. Yeah, I did. Honestly, I just hunt in my backyard. 2 years ago, I woke up in the morning, had a cup of coffee. There were 7 deers in my backyard. My wife was still sleeping. I went upstairs and actually shot one out my window. Oh, don't tell anybody that. It's illegal to do that. So I did not shoot one out my window. Wink, wink. She was kind of pissed about that. I shot it with a bow. So it wasn't a gun, so I guess that's better, right? Somehow. Yeah, but if you live in Michigan, you have to hunt deer. I have a garden, everything like that. They pretty much are vermins around here. All they do is eat everything and tear up your vegetation, but they taste delicious. I'm off topic again. Jeez, you guys make me good at getting off topic. We're at Merit Circle MC from Zgoth. Merit Circle up 1.5% at $2.90. 1 billion max supply, 1 million circulating, 293 million market cap. Available on. Well, it's available on Binance, but it looks like most of the liquidity is on Uniswap. Is it Uniswap or Uniswap? I call it Uniswap. It just sounds better. Uniswap, like a unicorn. You can call it Uniswap, I guess. But so let's get into Merit Circle MC. So MC Merit Circle still on the 4 hour. Um, Ladder of effect since the 15th, so it's bullish. Bottom to top. What top should we go off of? This top? Yeah, we'll go off of this top. Looks like we just bounced off the 5 here, heading back up. You've been above the 50 for a while now. We really can't fall below. Well, I guess we can fall below this 5. Lowest you can go is to 618 at $2.61. So I'll give you the bullish scenario first before I give you the bearish. The bullish is this was the bottom, and you're working your way up on putting the next step in that ladder. Hang on one second, I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. And the bearish scenario, which isn't even bearish because it's still bullish, is you can come down to the main support at 265 for continuation upwards. But honestly, with this bounce off here and this big candle growing, this candle actually just started 17 minutes ago and it's already this big. I think we're heading up to put another ladder in on this coin. So let's keep an eye on, what is this? The last time it pumped was approximately, it bottomed out here and pumped 16%. So 16% from here is so let's keep an eye on the 236 personally. There's a good chance we'll be heading up there and top out at the 236 at 334 for retracement. I know these lines are getting everywhere, but let's just look for something like this for this coin. We could definitely pull back to the support, which would give us a lot more fuel to blast up here, but as of right now, this green candle is just growing and growing and growing, and only started 18 minutes ago. I think that was the bottom, and we're working our way up to put another step on this ladder. Oh man, I need to chart faster. I'm way behind. Give me a sec, guys. I need to go grab some water. Okay, where are we at now? So we were at MC. We are now at... So BTC, I kind of charted at the beginning. It's ret. So if you want to just zoom back and look at that. XLM. I charted XLM yesterday. I can go over it real quick. I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker and get caught up with you guys. So XLM. Could have swore I charted it yesterday. Where's my chart? Well, let's start fresh. Why not? I have nothing else to do on a Saturday night. Kids asleep. Wife's writing a book. I'm charting crypto. Probably sound like the nerdiest family. It's actually put in a lower high, so hopefully this isn't the start of the downtrend. So let's keep an eye on a pullback to 22 cents for XLM. You guys were above the 50 since March 9th, and you guys finally broke below it on April 1st, and that is not an April Fool's joke. So let's keep an eye on a drop down to 22 cents to the main support, and then hopefully that's the bottom for a continuation up here to battle it out, this resistance. You tested the resistance once, twice, didn't even get a third chance, but short term, keep an eye on 22 cents. I think XML is dropping down to 22 cents for the time being. We'll assess the situation at a different time once it does that. So DGB. So DGB, I had us dropping down to the 618, but that didn't work. It looks like we held at the top of the main support here on DGB. So we can actually say this chart is still valid because we got rejected here as well. So it's taking all the fibs on the chart, even though I drew it however long ago. So as of right now, we had the ladder effect, had the big moonshot, and we're kind of moving sideways now. So we're not in the ladder effect right now. We're kind of in a consolidation period. So I'd say let's keep an eye. We are just taking 50 right now almost. Let's keep an eye at 3.3. I think we're heading down to this fib for a continuation up here to battle it out at the 3.82 at 3.8. We break above the 3.8, we can start talking about heading up here to the 2.36. But I think we're pulling back to reset at this fib and then coming up here to battle it out. We tested it once, got rejected, tested it twice, got rejected. We're going to have our third attempt right here. If we get rejected the third time, then we can talk about heading down to 306. You normally only test things 3 times. If it's up, you only test it 3 times. If you're bottom, you only test it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So let's keep an eye on a retracement to the 382, and then or the 5 to a 382. So keep an eye on 3-3 for continuation up the 3-8 to battle it out there for this coin. A lot of bug orders on VXV. Oh, big orders. I was gonna say, what's a bug order? Never used a smoker. My neighbor, yeah. I've smoked meat a couple times, just making jerky. But I was actually gonna try to actually make like a roast. So Ryan Seeger makes a ton of jerky out of deer. So you hunt deer too? Are you up in the northern area? I don't even know if you're from the United States, but I'm from Michigan. The lower peninsula, below the bridge, not above the bridge. Yo, you're live. Let's go. Let's go. ACH, maybe it's due to do something sometime. Can you please chart Bitcoin? So I charted Bitcoin at the beginning. If you want to look at Bitcoin, you can go look at that. I'll chart ACH because I hold quite a bit of ACH, and that's one of my long-term holds. They just partnered with VeChain too. But every time they partner with someone, they end up shitting the bed for some reason. It's crazy. So ACH is curling back up. ACH hasn't been bullish for a while. Actually, it hasn't been bullish for a very long time. I think it's going to have its day eventually. I mean, a lot of people, if you want to get into the super technicals of this, and you want to talk about like a super, I don't know, I guess you can call it a super bull flag. I saw something on Twitter saying ACH has the biggest bull flag they've ever seen, and they had something drawn like this, and we're getting close to the breakout, and they said it's going to be absolutely one of the biggest pumps from a bull flag. But that's definitely FOMO in my opinion for people trying to buy in. But it doesn't sound bad. I mean, we haven't really been dropping below the support except when Bitcoin dropped below 40 on ACH. So we kind of been just staying the same down here and moving down on the top. And it looks like we are consolidating. I mean, it's just a very large consolidation. If you've watched my channel for a while, I say it's like a spring. And this is just a very, very, very long string that's been stretched for a long, long period of time. Hopefully, anyways, because that just means when the spring unleashes, there'll be a big pump. But for the short term, let's keep an eye on the 618, a retracement to 4-1. The RSI is below 50, but this thing isn't following any sort of ladder up effect. You break above 50, you tag 70, you retrace back down to 30. It's just doing the ACH, as I call it. It's immune to whatever's going on. It's doing its own thing. So I'd keep an eye on the 618 for continuation up to 4-4, and then it'll do the ACH for a blast off or shit the bed. No, I'm just kidding. But let's keep an eye on the 618 for a pull up to the main resistance at 4-4, and then we'll talk about it then. But as of right now, ACH isn't bullish. It hasn't been bullish for a very long time, but I am bullish on ACH long term, if you get what I'm saying. Jasmine is breaking out of the... Yeah, I charted Jasmine earlier. If you want to go back and look at that. So, Jewel DeFi Kingdoms. I think... Did I look at that yesterday? If I had my chart that Zegoff said I should be making, I would know. It's just so difficult, man. You know what we should do is you should keep track Zgoth, and every time I get on to a coin I've already charted, you should be like, hey man. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, DeFi Jewel up 6.6, 978. Max supply of 50 million, circulating supply of 76 million. Market cap of 741 million. All-time high of $22.52 3 months ago. All-time low of 123 6 months ago. If we compare the market cap to the price, they have not put more coins in circulation, which is absolutely great. It's available on only DeFi Kingdom, which I'm guessing is an exchange. So it's not available anywhere else. I've never heard of this before. So let's jump into it. I don't even know if I'll be able to find a chart since it's on its own thing. Oh, short-term prediction for Bitcoin. I think we bottomed and put a bottom on the ladder. We're heading up higher to put in another step on the ladder. I called 45,000 a week or so ago on Bitcoin as the bottom, and I think we're heading back up to put another step on the ladder. So Bitcoin's bullish in my opinion. I think we're working our way up to 50,000 now. I don't think we're heading any lower for the time being. But that's me being bullish. I think we're in an extended bull market. I've been saying that since I started this channel. So I guess I have a 50% chance of being right. Right? If you put it that way. So DeFi Kingdom. Tagged 50 on the RSI. Been above 50 since the 20th of March. I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the main support at 10.7 for a continuation up here to the 618 to test it out. The lowest you can go to maintain bullish momentum, you can't fall below 10.44. So let's say $10.45. So I think the lowest we're going to go is the support at the main support at 10.7. And then I think we're working our way up to the 618 right here. The RSI is low, but it's not bad if we dip below 50 and gain some momentum to blast up. That just means you'll have more gas in your tank to blast up higher. Yes, we had a green candle here, but you can see you're having consecutive red, which indicates I think we're heading back down to the main support for continuation up to the 618 on this coin. So let's keep an eye on 10.7 for continuation up to 15.9. That's a pretty big pump. So there's most likely some sort of resistance in here, but I'm not going to draw a million fibs on it. Short term, we're having a pullback on this coin. How about Shib Inu? Whoa. I haven't charted this since January 21st, it looks like, and this is what I had drawn. Consolidation breakout, and it looks like it happened. Hooray to me. Let me pat myself on my back real quick. Okay, so let's get into it. So SHIB is below the 50 in the RSI. We are in the middle of a support channel. And we did bounce off something right here with this green candle, so I'm guessing it's the support channel. Ladder up effect is still in effect since the 15th of March. The lowest we can go to maintain our bullish momentum is 402, but I think this might have been the bottom here. We're working our way up to possibly test this at quadruple 029. But we really need to break above that to continue our ladder up effect. So that's a lot of room to go upwards. I guess you can say we did put a lower low in if you want to say the ladder up effect was this. So you have two different scenarios. We just started a downtrend, or we just invalidate this and say this is the bottom. Now I just have a bunch of scribbles on my screen, but you get what I'm talking about. So let's just say that this was the bottom here. We have a room to go up to the quadruple 029 area. If you want to say, hey, Adam, or, well, that's my name. Whoops, I just gave my name out. My name's Adam, everyone. Nice to meet you. So, hey, charting crypto. This bottomed out right here. And then we had a reversal. So we're in a downtrend right now. So we have to keep an eye on that downtrend. It's pretty steep in my opinion. So if we don't break above quadruple 026 area, I think this will be valid. So SHIB's kind of in a, I guess you can say, what is it? Schrodinger's box. If anyone who watches Big Bang Theory knows what that is. That's kind of what we're in right now for SHIB. I don't think we're heading up to quadruple 29 in my opinion. I think SHIB's would be dropping a little bit more. I do think dogs run one more time, but I don't think that time's right now. So I'm going to say the ladder up effect is invalidated right now, and you are starting a downtrend, a pretty steep one in my opinion. So let's keep an eye on a pullback to the quadruple 024. If we break out of this downtrend, let's keep an eye on the quadruple 029. So we'll assess the situation at a later time. If you just want to request in my Discord, I can make a full video on it and post it on my channel. Okay, give me a second. Got to read through the live chats. How many kids? I have one kid. His 1-year-old birthday is the 19th of April. I have a son. You have 2 and you want another one, Zigath. I have 1 and I want 3, and the wife says we're having 2. So we're to compromise and probably have 2. Yeah. But yeah, I love my little man. Okay, I'm just going through the chats right now, so talk amongst yourselves. I appreciate you guys' patience. There's just a lot to go through. How long have I been charting? Any reference you found useful? Thanks. So I've charted for quite a while. I used to look at all the TAs and stuff from other YouTubers, and everything I saw was, clickbait, 100x gain here, 100x gain there, 50x in 1 week. You guys know what I'm talking about when you look at that stuff. They just want you to click on their video so people will view them. There was no realistic price prediction because no one wants to hear that their coin's getting pulled back 20%, even though it's valid on the charts. So I thought to myself, if I want to know that stuff, I guarantee there's probably other people out there that want to know that as well. So I'll start a YouTube channel. I didn't know if it was going to take off or not, and here I'm at 3 months later, almost 4 months later, with almost 2,000 subscribers. I just give realistic price predictions. I'll tell you what it is. People get pissed like, this coin has so much utility, I can't believe you're saying it's going to pull back here. I'm like, what does the chart say? The chart says this. You can have the best utility in the entire world. If the chart looks like shit, I'm going to say the chart looks like shit. I'm not going to be like, hey, this has the best utility in the world. We're looking at 1,000x here in the next week. All those people want clickbait stuff. And that's why I don't spruce up my thumbnails and stuff like that. It's just realistic. I'm not in it to get that 450 million subscriber or 450,000 subscriber and stuff like that. It'd be nice to get monetized, but I'm not really in it for that. I just want to help people out and give them realistic price predictions. That's what people need. They don't need those 10x in 1 week, 100x in 1 week type crap. Don't believe that, because there's only coins you get 100x on in 1 week are those crappy meme dog shit coins. Okay, where are we at? Sorry, I went off on a rant there. So last one I started was Shiba. So I'm from South Dakota, hunt the Black Hills. I hunt Sasquatch. Hey, Craig's in the chat. Hey, Craig. So I know I'm not charting the Elliott wave yet. I did a little bit more research on it. I don't feel comfortable enough to use it in my videos and live stream yet, but I will be using that because it looks very interesting. And I see what it does. I just need to practice with it because I don't want to be given false information with it. So I appreciate your input yesterday on it, and I know I said I'd probably be using it today in videos, but I just want to make sure I understand it completely before I toss it out here and use it and possibly give false information. So I do appreciate that. That is very helpful. Craig, more quality could go up, could go down, could go sideways analysis. You're an a-hole. It could though. Honestly, it could. I mean, if you want to predict a coin, it could do any one of those three, right? It's not wrong. How long have you been charting? Ever try looking through the 702 fib? It's halfway between the 628 and 786. Quite often, price reacts to 702 and can determine a rejection off one of the other fibs before it happens. No, I have not. I haven't even heard of that. Y'all are crazy. I love my boy, but kids are a full-time job. Everything's so expensive these days. My kid is an angel. We are fortunate. God bless y'all. Okay, so I'm all caught up. I am finally all caught up. So who has coins to chart? Hey Craig, I saw you're in the Discord. Let me I want to see your technical analysis of a coin going up, sideways, or down. I take offense to that. Casper. Okay. So Casper, I had us pulling back to the 618. Looks like we actually wicked to the support. So I think that support right there at 097 was the bottom, and we're going to be looking at putting our next step on the ladder in. So where's that next step going to be? If we have the pumps like we have been having on Casper, it's going to be drug out quite a bit. So we're going to be looking at something like this for a continuation up to the 1. But it's not going to be a straight blast off. You're going to have a period like this of choppiness, which is actually a healthy growth. You can't just blow up and continue to go up forever. You need to have some sort of sideways upwards movement for it to be a healthy growth. So for the time being, let's keep an eye on the 236 right here at 11.75 cents. That is our goal right now. Our overall goal is, to go higher than that. But for the time being, we're going to focus on putting our next step in at 11.75. We need to break over the 382 right here at 10.45, which I think we're working on right now. So we bounced off this main resistance. I think that was the bottom of our step. We're going up to put another step in. I think we blow right through this 382 and work our way up to 11.75 on Casper for the time being. So let's just keep an eye on that. So the main things you want to focus on, write this down, put this on, write this down, put this on 9.5 cents, break above that. We're head up to the next fib line, which is 10.5, $10.50. And then I think the top of the step will inevitably be 11.75 cents on Casper. Could you do fear for me? Yeah, I can do fear for you. Fear what? Fear Factor? Whatever happened to that show? I remember that show back when I was in, I think I was in high school. And then Joe Rogan went on to do UFC and have his own talk show. So fear bottomed at 31. Definitely bottomed here. Haven't looked back since the 15th of March. Pretty much like every coin that reversed from there. Ladder up effect still valid. Bottom, we'll go to this top here. Gradually making our fibs larger on this since it's going up. Which one is it? Okay, so it's respecting this one right here. So as of right now, it looks like we bounced off the 382. Hopefully that was the bottom because then we're working our way up for the next ladder. So I'd keep an eye. RSI barely bounced off the 50, didn't even touch the 50 actually. So let's keep an eye on our movement up to 73 cents. It's not going to be a straight pump. It'll most likely be a choppy one, but I think our next stop is 73 cents for a pullback to the 236, then a continuation upwards from there. As long as Bitcoin continues its bullish momentum, I know a lot of people thought it was a fake out, but I think 45 cents was the bottom of the ladder for Bitcoin, and we're working our way up to put the next step in on that as well. So I don't think we're dropping any lower than 60 cents right now on fear. I think we're working our way up to 73, and then that'll be the top for a pullback to 68, and then a continuation upwards on fear. Have you ever thought about charting the market as a whole? So I have, but when you chart the crypto market as a whole, it takes a lot of things into consideration. But Bitcoin is so dominant over that if you chart Bitcoin, you're pretty much charting the whole market. Like I could chart Bitcoin, and then I could go and chart the whole market, and it'll pretty much, yeah, there'll be a little bit of difference, but it'll pretty much be exactly the same. So I know what you're saying, Zgoff. Is that what you're getting at there? Have I gone to the chart of the entire crypto market as a whole? Because I've done that. I've done that, and what I found is it's pretty much not identical to Bitcoin, but it pretty much Bitcoin is the market in my opinion. Everything follows that, unfortunately. So I, but I could gladly make a video of that. It's kind of interesting. I know people have been asking me to chart stocks. I've never charted stocks before either. I did GameStop. That was pretty interesting. So where are we at now? So I had Casper, Fear, Wax. Oh, this chart is choppy as crap. This is not a good chart. Yeah, we'll go off this one. You can always rely on KuCoin. Okay, so we're battling it out at this resistance right here at 37 cents. I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the 618 here. We cannot fall below 33 cents. We've had that ladder up effect probably since the 15th of March with, 15th of March, and have not looked back. So the lowest we can go is 33 cents, but I think the 618 here, yeah, we're not at the 50 yet, but if we go by the fibs, the 618 is you can consider a 618 as a main support. So I would I see us bouncing off the 618 for a continuation up to the 5 here at 40 cents. And then 40 cents is one of those round numbers which we'll battle it out at. So, yeah, we wick to it. I would expect a full body candle here and then possibly a wick a little bit lower, but I don't think we'll have a full body candle below 36 cents or 35 cents. I guess we could go to 35, but I think the 618 is the inevitable area in which we will retrace to before we continue upwards. on wax. Um, which is not bad because they'll reset the RSI and give you enough momentum to blast higher up to the 5. So don't take that as bearish by any means. Bearish would be, hey, we're dropping down to the main support at 32, which we can't fall below 33. So if I'm wrong and we drop down here, like, oh, charting crypto was wrong, keep an eye on 32, or yeah, 33. So just to cover my ass, keep an eye on 33. We can't fall below that, or then yes, we are bearish on this coin. Yeah, hey, Craig. I know you use Elliot and stuff, and you joined the Discord channel. I have that section of share your own analysis. If you want to share your analysis and stuff there, and kind of describe what you're seeing and stuff, and describe like the Elliot and stuff, I really want to get a good feel of that before I toss it on to my channel and start using it, because I don't want to half know something or three quarters know something and toss it on my channel and have it affect my charting, So if you're very familiar with that, I would appreciate that kind of tutorial on it. So Art says FTM. So what's everyone doing on this Saturday night? I mean, it's 8:48 p.m. here, and I'm sitting here charting coins. One of these days when it's nice out, I'm gonna go out, start my fire up, plop my laptop in my hand, hook my mic up to that, and I'll do a live stream around the fire. Like, hey, this is a special live stream. I know Ziga sent a photo of him around the fire. I haven't had a fire yet this year. You lucky. So FTM. Where are we at? Perpetual. I don't want that. I want dollars. So ladder up effect still valid, most likely since the 15th. Yep, 15th. Yeah, it looks like you guys bottomed there. Ignore all those scribbles up there because obviously it was wrong. If we draw from bottom to top, we've been hovering above the 15 or 50 in the RSI since the 15th of March. We just tagged the 50. I want to say 15, but 50. There's not a fib to validate this. I mean, I could probably move this around to here or here. Like, I can move this around until it's validated, but we're going to go off this. So the main thing we need to keep an eye on here is a move upwards for another ladder top at the 236 at 182. I don't think it's going to be a straight pump up like this. I think it's going to be kind of choppy, but inevitably I think we're heading up here to the 236 and main support. And once we get up there, we'll be a little bit over the 70 like you were back here. I don't think we'll be blasting right through it. I think our goal is to get there and then retrace to the 382, fuel up. Let's pick some more people up. Let's get some more firepower, and then shoot our shit right through there up to the 209. So let's keep an eye on an upwards movement to $1.85, and then a retracement, and then a continuation higher up to $2. That's what I'm seeing for FTM right now. Worst case scenario is we head down to the 618 at 142. It still would maintain its bullish momentum. So you have not a main support. You have a very thick support channel with a 618 right at the bottom of it. So I personally don't see us dropping below the 618 if it happens to drop down there. So to satisfy Craig, yes, this coin could go up or this coin could go down. But if it went down, the lowest it could go is $1.43 in my opinion, which would keep this upwards ladder effect going, because I would not make a lower low. It would be very close, but I would not make a lower low. But I think from here, I don't have a fib to validate this. I could draw a million fibs to try to validate this. But I think we're heading up here to test the main resistance at 185 for a pullback, and then a continuation up to the next main resistance at $2.09 for FTM. So impossibly possible, SOLO USDT. Jesus, explosions outside. Okay, so Sologenic. Oh, this looks like a pretty crappy chart. Let's take a deeper look at this. So Sologenic, 35 cents, up 0.2%. Came out. Oh, so it's been out since 2020. All-time high of 655. Market cap. Yeah. It's an iffy coin. But let's dive into the TA. So there's two different scenarios I'm seeing here. We did tag the 70 on the RSI, and I think we're retracing. Where are we going to retrace to? There's two different areas we need to keep an eye on. The main one is the main support at 34.4 cents. If we break below 34.4, we have a 618 at the very top of this support channel. So it's kind of like a double support there. So if we fall below 34.4, I think the lowest we'll possibly go is 34 even, and then continuation up to the 236 to put another step on our ladder. You can see we're making big upswings here. It's not doing none of that choppy shit up. So let's just keep an eye on a small pullback. Yes, we had a pretty decent sized pullback here, and as the ladder gets higher, you are going to have bigger pullbacks. That's a fact. We're not going to have these dinky pullbacks like we had down here. The steps are getting larger and larger the higher you go. So let's keep an eye on the main support at 34.45. If we break below that, we have a 618 at pretty much 34 cents even, and I think from there we'll bounce up and put another step in on our ladder at the 236 at 36 cents. So inevitably, I think there's more pullback on this coin in the near future than I don't think we're pumping straight up from here. So just take that for what it is. Oh, so I have a fib on this, so I must have charted it. How long ago did I chart this thing? Why is there a fib on it and no drawings? So personally, this coin does not look good to me. I would not be buying this right now. But pretty much staying below the 50 for quite a while. So the main thing to keep an eye on here is we are not making higher highs by any means. We made a double, almost a triple top here from October 2021. So since January, we've had a very, very, very steep downtrend. You can say, hey, we're at the bottom of the downtrend, so the only way to go is up. But we are moving sideways, which is a bullish thing as well. So the main thing to keep an eye on here is the 0028 RSI is below 50. If we break above that, I mean, I could draw a million fibs on here, but I'll draw a micro. Yeah, so if we break above that, our next step would be the 618, which it looks like you hard candled to quite a bit right here. So if we break above the 002, let's keep an eye on 003. That'd bring the RSI a little bit over 50, and hopefully you can see you've been tagging 56 and getting rejected. If we break above 56 on the RSI, then we can talk about taking out this main resistance right here. I don't think we'll take it out. I think we'd tag it and have a retracement to the 618 in continuation. But I'm not going to say that's going to happen until the RSI gets blown out of the water. It's been consecutively staying below 50 and staying below the 618. You haven't had a hard candle above the 618 since the 21st of March. So let's just focus on taking out the 618 at 003. So pretty much 003 is what you need to get over. And from there, we'll assess the situation at the time. I don't see any bullishness in this coin for the time being, but inevitably when the market goes, all coins go, right? A rising tide raises all ships. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go through the live chat real quick. You have a rural address. Yeah, I have a rural address too. I'm surrounded by cornfield and deer, pretty much, and a lot of woods. I have a river in the backyard, a swamp next to me. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you. Blah blah blah. I see. Okay, so I just did what I just do. Omni OMI. So we're on to MINA from Art. So just to let you know, I'm falling behind right now. If you guys want to get pushed ahead above everybody, you can go on my open season, buy one of those OG coins. You buy one of those OG coins, I think they're for $5. It permanently gives you a different look, gives you priority over everything in the Discord channel and on my live stream. So as soon as you type something in, it pops up and you will get priority over everything. So as this channel grows, those will become more, I guess you can say more valuable. So, I mean, we're all invested in cryptocurrency. So you know how important it is getting in early before everybody else. So I'm just letting you know, if those ever do get sold out, those get top priority over everything else. And I know a lot of you guys have been here for a long time, but that's how it's gonna have to be. So I suggest getting them now before they're sold out. I haven't sold a single one yet, so I'm just trying to shill it, FYI. So do what you want. You don't have to give me your money. I'd rather have you invest it personally, but I haven't made any money off my channel, and that's perfectly fine. I enjoy doing what I do. So MINA from Art. Yo, honestly, I think we topped out here. I'd be keeping an eye on this coin right now. We had the big pump ups here, and we've been testing this once, two, three times. We're having that pullback right now in the third attempt. I think we're heading back down here to the main support at 244, and if we break below that, you have a 618 at 239. So I'd keep an eye on that. I don't think we're heading back up here. Well, I don't want to be super bearish on it, but you tested it once, twice, three times. So keep an eye on a small pullback, in my opinion. So we're either pulling back to 245 or to 244.9 on MINA. And I know you're like, oh, that you're at the 50 right now. Yeah, but we broke above it here, and we've pretty much been in a downtrend on the RSI. So not looking crazy bullish right now, but who knows? Bitcoin could be up to 50,000 tomorrow, and every coin could be up 20+%, right? Gala. Gala. So Gala looked like it bounced off the 618 right here. It wicked right to it, bounced off of it. RSI did dip below the 50. Looks like we're curling back up. So I'd keep an eye on 26 cents right here. If we break above 26 cents, we're on our way up to the next fib. But look how thick this resistance and main support channel is. You can see we actually just hard candled to that, the bottom of the support channel right here. Like we hard bodied to it and wicked above it, and the hard body doesn't even want to go in there. It doesn't want to deal with that. So it's a little bit of a battleground out there, and you can see it now. We just barely broke through it, so it's neutral. So as soon as you break into that, it kind of becomes neutral, and then you focus on the main resistance area. But it's kind of a battleground in this, and it's pretty thick. So let's keep an eye on 26. From there, it'll bring the RSI approximately up to 60, and we'll assess the situation at that time. You are making lower highs, so there's a good chance we'll be bouncing off that 26 and heading back down to test the 618. You had your ladder up effect most likely started on the 15th, but this started on the 12th. It looks like you guys, that Bitcoin drop really did you guys in there, and that's what undid your ladder up effect. So unfortunately we're in a downtrend right now, so a bearish momentum. So to be bullish on this, we have to break above 27.7. So we have to get to pretty much 28 cents to be bullish on this coin right now. But we have a very thick resistance channel and a main resistance to get over. Not saying it's undoable. I mean, the RSI is below 50 and you have room to run. So let's keep an eye on the main resistance at 26 cents here on Gala. Okay, back to the chats. So I think I charted API 3 already. Let me look at my list that Zgoth told me I needed to have. Oh wait, I haven't been putting them there. Ah! I need to put a sticky note on my my computer for like every coin you chart. Make sure you write it down, because I'm very forgetful when I get into these live streams about what coins I charted and whatnot like that. If it's not a coin I own, I don't really remember it. Well, I mean, don't take that the wrong way. I do remember it and stuff like that, but when we start getting into a lot of requests and stuff, I just go, you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So where are we at now? We did Gala. ICP. ICP, Insane Clown Posse, right? No, I'm just kidding. So ICP is actually still bullish. You can see the Bitcoin drop with a big red candle, and we did not make a lower low. And most likely since the 15th. Yeah, 15th started it. So still bullish on ICP. I charted it. I don't even want to look at that chart, so we're deleting it. So let's start fresh. Bottom to top here. RSI just dipped below 50. We're not at the full top. There we are. Looks like this was the bottom right here. We had a little curl back, but I think we're heading up to test 22.95 for a third attempt here. RSI is below 50. Bottomed out here. He had the big green candle and it bounced off the 382. Heading up here to the 236, and inevitably I think we're hitting the 2295. Not the two. We're hitting $22.95. And from there, that'll be your, well, I mean, you can call these attempts, but your main attempts. We really need to break above this here. This will be your third attempt. One top, two top, three top, drop top. So if you get rejected, I believe it would be going down to $20.21. So we really need to focus on breaking over that. I don't think it's going to be a straight pump up candle like this. I think it's going to be like that choppy stuff that's going on. So the RSI isn't going to be blasting straight to the moon. I think we'll be seeing a gradual movement upwards, kind of like back here. I think that's what's going to be going on. But inevitably, I think we're heading up to 22.95. And from there, the RSI will actually be pretty high. So it's going to be very hard to break over that, but we'll see what's happening. You guys really need to break above 70 and head up to approximately 80 something and get a full body over 22 on ICP. CFG. This is available on Coinbase? I was about ready to say, where the hell do you find these coins, Zigoth? Down 7.7%, 69.3 cents. 153 million, 430 million max supply, WCFG. Let's see. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, thank God I don't have to go to work tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Sunday. Who knows? Maybe we'll all become rich off crypto tonight, and we all won't have to go back to work tomorrow. If so, we're gonna throw a party on this channel. Well, we'll all head over to the Zegos for a bonfire, right? And then Chef Nature will provide the subs and the food. So we'll have a bonfire at Zegoth, and Chef Nature will provide the food. Since we'll all be rich off crypto. So for WCFG, RSI is above 50. I'm expecting to pull back to the 618. You guys did have a massive pump right here, so I kind of expected this retracement. So keep an eye on the 618 for a continuation up here. Sorry to say, but the ladder up effect is going to be very difficult to, I'm going to say acquire, but very difficult to continue with such a big pump here. I mean, this one candle alone was approximately 35. You have a 35% candle, so it's going to take a little a little while to break the high right here, in my opinion. But you guys are still bullish, so there's no reason to be bearish. I mean, you could drop all the way down to 57 cents and still be bullish because you'll be putting in a higher low. You could shit the bed and go down here, and I would still be sitting here saying, "Hey, you're bullish," even though you see a big. If you had a big fat red candle go down here, it'd be like, "Hey, you're still bullish." But for the time being, keep an eye on the 618 at 65 cents for a continuation upwards. Worst case scenario, you have two main supports down here. I mean, you could actually drop all the way down to 57, like I said. Inevitably, I think we're going to be continuing downwards. You just blasted. You guys spent a lot of gas on this upwards movement, and it's going to take a little while to fill that back up. So I think WCFG is going to be hitting either the 618 or one of these main areas at 61 or 57. So let's keep an eye on that. Okay, 1 second. I'm going through the chats. So I did WCFG. Man, I'm lost. I don't know where I was at. I'm just going to pick a spot and go from there. Sorry if I missed you guys. API 3. I did API. I think I did API 3. Yeah, I did API 3. What's open season? Open season for what? Deer hunting or open season for coins? So Algo, Ryan Seeger, Asfrel. If I missed your coin, just post it again. I'm all the way down to the bottom now to Algo. Just another reason to support the channel and buy one of those NFTs. Algo USD. So the crazy thing about Algorand is I'm actually super bullish on Algorand. The thing about why I'm not invested in Algorand is I'm looking to make a lot more money a lot more quickly. I believe Algorand is going to continue to go up for a very long time. So if you are one of those patient people that have patience and want to hold a coin long term, Algo is definitely a coin to do that for. But for me, I have a couple long term holds and then flips, and then, I have my own strategy for stuff. If I had time, well, I mean, I guess I do have time. If I wanted to wait forever, I'd be putting all my coins in the top 10 to 20 and stuff like that. But Algo is definitely a coin that if you've never heard of it before or haven't looked into it, you should definitely look into it. It's actually the utility is crazy good on it, and it's a good long term hold. I think the circulating supply is a little high on it though, but inevitably, I think it's one of those coins that will go up for a very long time. Yes, there's 10 billion, 6.6 billion circulating, 6 billion market cap. So you're not going to be making crazy money off of it, but the coin's going to continuously go up, in my opinion. I feel like I'm getting a cold. I mean, my son was coughing and stuff yesterday, and now my nose is all plugged up and shit. So, looks like we bounced off the top of the support right here. No, we didn't bounce. We actually just candled to the top of the support right here. RSI is below 50. I think the next candle here, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this candle started only an hour ago. So, there's actually room to come back down here. I don't think we're going to be going down that far, but this candle just started, and to be this big in an hour, there's a possibility we're heading back down to 30 on the RSI, which will bring us down to the major support at 86, and I think we'll have a continuation up to the 5 at approximately 93 from there. So I think we're having a little pullback for Algo, and then a continuation from there. But so with that, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, guys. Chat amongst yourself on the chat. I'll be RB. All right, all right, all right. So where are we at? We did Algo. CFG is on Coinbase now. Hell yeah. Bought more CFG at 48 last week. By the way, WCFG is just wrap CFG. Okay. So Art says sand. Hey Art, I see you on my live chat a lot recently. Are you part of my Discord channel? If so, you should join. I'm on there every day and we have a good time chatting. You'll be able to see what my face looks like if you join my Discord channel, because that's what my picture is. That's the selling point, right? If you want to see what charting crypto looks like, join his Discord channel. So sand. Yeah, algo is very strong. I think algo's going to be around for a long time and it's going to continue to go upwards. I mean, you can pretty much stake it anywhere. So we're on the sand now. So sand. Oh, sandbox. Have any of you? Hang on, what's that? Have any of you actually used Sandbox before? Like, have any of you been on the metaverse of Sandbox and stuff? I just want to know how was your experience on that? I've never done it before. I've looked into it and stuff like that. I've just never gone on to Sandbox before. Because there's those people that actually use the coin, and then there's those people who, buy and hold to make money. So Sand, I'm guessing this is March 15th, has been on the ladder up effect since March 15th. You did put in a lower low here, unfortunately. Yeah, I was actually looking in the Sandbox, and I think from what it was, like, you could buy like a chunk of land and build whatever you want on there and stuff. It sounded pretty cool, but it sounded pretty expensive as well. Yeah, I pretty much buy and hold and mostly, and I had my flip plays and stuff. But okay, for Sandbox, you did make a lower low, unfortunately. So I guess you can say the ladder up effect is invalid. I'm not gonna try to ignore that and say, hey, we're still going up. That was just that pullback in Bitcoin. We're going to be reading the charts as they are, which says we are in a downtrend now that we have a reversal. So the main thing to keep an eye on here is we did make a lower high too. So we made a lower low and a lower high. I'd keep an eye on a full body candle back down to the support at 326 for a continuation up to the 382 and then down to the 618 up to the support and something like this. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if the downtrend continues, this is the play. So what we need to keep an eye on is making a higher high right now. I mean, we can make a higher low right now, but it's really not going to give us much momentum until we make a higher high. So let's focus on having a higher high right now. I think we're not going to be touching 363 right now. I think Sandbox is going to be in a slight downtrend for the time being. Not saying we're shitting the bed to $3 by any means. I just have this drawn here. I'd keep an eye on $3.26. So let's just keep an eye on 326 for a pullback there on Sandbox. So threw a bunch of charts on Discord, including some of Elliot. Okay, awesome, man. I'll definitely check those out. I appreciate it, Craig. Zilliqa. I did Zilliqa earlier today. What do you think changed when I'm charting 4 hours, man? you got pretty much 2 more bars. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I swear I'm not. I was wrong. This is why you wanted me to chart it, so Yikes. So here's the thing about Zilliqa. We made a lowered low. So personally, if I owned Zilliqa, I'm not going to say. Never mind. So I don't give out financial advice. If I owned Zilliqa and I saw this going down like this, I would sell right now. That's not financial advice. We put in a lower low. Yes, this candle is green right now, but see it just flipped red. I think Zilliqa might have burnt all its fuel. No, I'm not going to go super bearish on Zilliqa. We're at the 50 on the RSI. So I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the 382 at 15.75. So we'll keep an eye at 15.75 for continuation. We need to put a higher high in. We broke this. We made a lower low, unfortunately. So if we go out, if we're strict and follow the chart and everything like that, you can say we are now bearish in a downwards momentum. But we're going to keep an eye on the 382 for a continuation up to the 236 here. Because I still think coins are going to be continuing upwards. I think Bitcoin's bullish. And this could have just been a fake out. So take that with a grain of salt. This could have just been a fake out right here to flush all the weak hands and paper hands out. So if I own Zilliqa, I would personally put a... I'm not going to go into that because I don't want people to... Sorry, guys. Keep an eye on a pullback to 15.65 for continuation up to 18.08. If we break above 18.08, then we can start talking about making another top here. But right now, if you go off charting, it is bearish. But just barely, right? My other neighbor with PTSD is running around and screaming and shooting his gun now. Shit just got real. Oh. Oh. So I'm all caught up now. Seems like we're starting to slow down. What's everyone doing? Let's chart some more coins here. What's people... Anyone have any coins they want to chart? LOLG. Oh shoot. You see something pop up randomly, that is like Google. DAG. Yeah, we definitely need to go over DAG. So I already went over Casper. I don't remember where it was. If I was keeping track like Zgoth told me to, I'd be able to go over every coin I charted. I really need to have this pulled up and keep track of that. So I can be like, hey, I went over DAG right after this. Uh-oh, there's an ad playing on my audio. So DAG, Tether. Yikes. DAG made a lower low as well. Oh man, DAG had a nice run too. Not saying we're done with the run by any means, but let's see what's going on with DAG. Do you own DAG, Zgoth? So DAG is well below 50 in the RSI. I actually think we're heading up here to test this resistance. If we break above 18.37, I think we'll be working our way up to the 382 and then up to the 0. If we get rejected and this actually is a downtrend, I'd keep an eye on this top of the support channel. Actually, if this is a downtrend beginning, I'd keep an eye on approximately 1637. So this coin could go up or it could go down. But for the time being, you are below 50 on the RSI, so you do have a lot of fuel in your tank to blast up here. So let's keep an eye on 18.337 Zgoth. We'll keep an eye on 18.37, and if we break above that, we're off to the races. If we get rejected here, which I guess we did get rejected right here, so could this be the beginning of the downtrend to the main support at 16.3? Of course, but it is a very small candle right now, and it's been live for a little over an hour and a half now. So there's battleground right here. This candle wants to flip to green. So we're battling it out at the top of this resistance channel right now. So let's keep an eye on 18.3. If we break above that, we're heading up. If after midnight, my time's midnight the next part. It's 9:27 p.m. here. So midnight would be the next candle start. So if the next candle starts below this and it's red, I think we're heading back down to the main support. We did make a lower low, and this could be the start of the downtrend here. So just be wary of heading down here if we don't break above 18.37 on the next candle, or this candle. This candle still has two and a half hours left. So if this candle stays red and you see it growing bigger, I don't think we'll be getting a green candle to head up here. I think the downtrend is valid and we're heading back down on Constellation. Thoughts on XTZ? Hey, this is one of those coins that you could actually stake on Coinbase. So the thing about XTZ, it says infinite total supply, and I don't like when it says that because there's usually a story behind that, and you really can't find the story unless you dive in deeper. So if you know why they have an infinite total supply, let me know, because if a coin has infinite total supply, I'm bearish on it inevitably. So there's got to be a reason behind that, especially with a 3.4 billion market cap. There has to be a reason behind that. I haven't looked in the utility of this by any means, so take that for what it is. So you know how I just charted Zgoth coin and I said, hey, we could go down. This is in a bearish momentum. Look at this. This had that bearish momentum at a lower low, and then he immediately blasted up and reversed that, and now you're back in the ladder up effect. So not saying just because we make a lower low, we're in a bearish momentum. We just need a reverse like this. As soon as this hit $3.58, it took off, and you made another higher high. So yeah, the ladder up effect, you can go off that, but there are these circumstances that invalidate the downtrend. Even though when it makes a lower low, it technically is in a downtrend and bearish. So for the time being on XTZ, let's see what's going on. So for XTZ, personally, yeah, that candle flipped green and now it's chopped down. I think we're heading down to the 382 right here at approximately 382, probably 380 personally, and then a continuation up, hopefully to make another higher high. And then if we made another higher high after having this big drop right here, that would revalidate the ladder up effect. Yes, we've had one here, but that could have been a fake out. We need to have a double one. Like, we can't get rejected here and then head back down again, because that would be a double top. So let's just keep an eye on the pullback to the 382 at $3.80. And if we head up here and break above our high at 413, the ladder up effect is still in effect, and then we can talk about heading up to the zero. But as of right now, so it's kind of a gamble, I guess you could say. Do you think this was just a fake out, or do you think that was an indicator of it going bearish? That is for you to decide. We are above the 50 on it, so there is room for us to drop a little bit for continuation upwards to the 236 at $4.15. Inevitably, I think we're heading back down a little bit to $3.80 before we either head up or down from there. So yes, we did make a lower low, but as you can see, we did invalidate that by making a higher high as well. So Martika says GRT. So GRT, even though we had that Bitcoin drop, we have not made a lower low yet. So this coin has been extremely bullish since the 13th of March. We have not made a lower low since then. Looks like we've been staying above the 50 since then. Yes, we dipped below it slightly, but it has not brought us to a lower low. The lowest we can go to maintain our bullish momentum is the main support at 44.7. So we could actually head back down to 44.7, which is I'm going to guess. I'm not going to guess. I'm going to actually chart it. We could go down 9.6% and still be bullish on this coin. So let's keep an eye on a retracement down here. Not saying it's going to go down there by any means. Let me draw a fib on this. If we draw a fib, it could probably validate an area of support as well. Hey, just a thought. If I just did a live stream on fundamentals on how I chart coins and stuff like that, and not go into like charting a bunch of coins, is that something some people would be interested in? Like how I chart coins, try to, I guess you can say, classes in session type live stream? Because I've had a lot of people ask if I could make videos like that, and I don't feel like making an entire video, and I'll do it live stream, but I guess I could do it while live streaming charting coins, but just a thought. Right now, we actually did break below the 382, so I'd keep an eye on the 5. Pull back to 46. You do have a main support at 44.7, but I think 45 cents would be the bottom on this coin for a continuation upwards. It would still maintain its bullish momentum if it dropped down here, and I think we would work our way back up to the 236 to make a higher high. We could actually go down to the main support at 44.7 and still be bullish on this coin. I don't think we head back down there, but you could still drop quite a bit. That's a very big red candle that just happened on the 4 hour. So just keep that in mind. You are at the 50 though. So I'd keep an eye on the 5 right here at approximately 46 cents and then a continuation upwards to put another step on your ladder. But inevitably, I think GRT is heading back down. Just for the time being. I don't think it's going to be making a lower low, but I think it's going to be heading down a little bit more before it heads back up. So GRT, where are we next? XDC. Mr. Derp. Derp, derp. So it looks like I charted XTT back in March, or what is that? The 30th of March. I think I remember this saying it's drug out. It's going to be a drug out thing. And this chart is still valid, and it looks like it's following it almost perfectly. So I'd keep an eye on a movement up to test this resistance at 6.1 cents. I think we're heading back up there. I think it's going to be another, like, this doesn't have like the super big pump up and drag back, drag back, drop top, whatever you want to call it. So I'd keep an eye on 6.1 cents. We need to break above that. We have, I guess this really hasn't been. Yeah, it is doing the ladder up effect since the 15th of March, but it's not like all the other coins. This is more of a slow build up, slow drag, slow build up, which is not bad. I mean, when you don't have really big candles, it just means like it's kind of like consolidating while it's dropping, I guess you could say. So I had this drawn bouncing off the main support, which it did do, and I think we're heading back up here to test the main resistance, and from there, we really need to break above that to hold our bullish momentum. So I'd keep an eye on 6.1 cents. If we break above that, I mean, I guess I could draw a million fibs on this. Let me try to draw one real quick to see where our next stop could be. Bottom the top here. And hide that. Yeah, this is still valid too, this fib is. So I would keep an eye on if we went up here and actually broke above 6.1. I'd keep an eye on the 0 at 6.5, it looks like. So I think 6.5 retracement to test the support and a continuation upwards. So this coin is bullish. It's just very slowly being bullish. So inevitably, I think we're heading up to 6.1 to battle it out here. Definitely enough. We are above 50, but as you can see, it wasn't a huge spike. It was just drug out. And then I think it's going to be doing something like that on the RSI. So keep an eye on breaking 6.1 up to 6.5. Write it down on a sticky note and slap it on your phone or computer. This is the price that we have to beat for XDC. Diamond hands tell me to sell. What's that mean? Diamond hands tell me to sell. What are you selling? I'm running out of sticky notes. Good one, good one. So I want to know, like, I know I've been charting all these coins and stuff like that, and I know you guys probably have some coins back in your bag that aren't really talked about and stuff like that. Do any of you guys have any of those background coins that you think are going to 100x or 10x that aren't really charted or looked at much? Like I have my Haka, and yeah, I put that out there to you guys and stuff like that. And I don't suggest investing in that coin by any means unless you have a high risk tolerance, because that coin is sketchy as fuck. But anyone have any of those coins that they're holding right now? They're like, hey, if this coin goes and I just put some of my extra money in it, I can make some decent money. I would love to look at that. So right now, my coin that I put my extra funds in is Haka. Up. Lowest market cap on KuCoin. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've read. Up to 8 cents now. And this thing's still validating the... Actually had a lower low here in a consolidation, but it's continuing upwards. All-time high is 50. The thing about this is they're not unload. They're actually just burnt some coins. So yeah, the chart looks like crap, but if you compare the market cap to price, they haven't put more coins in circulation, and the max supply of coins is only 188 million. And the market cap from when the last time I charted it, I think it was like 1.4, has doubled since. And now it's only 2.5 million with a small market cap. Like that's a moonshot gambler right here. If you've been around my channel long enough, I talk about that rock and diamond scenario. You know, Billy holds one rock and Jimmy holds 4 diamonds, and Billy says his one rock is worth more than Jimmy's 4 diamonds just because he has less. But really the diamonds are worth more. You have to assess that situation for yourself. So personally, I don't know if this is a diamond or not. It's just has the perfect making to just take off during that bull run mania phase. But I don't go out of my way and be like, hey, I'm going to put my money on Haka once I get my flips and stuff. And if I have like an extra 50 bucks and stuff, I'll be like, okay, I'll toss it in there. So Chef says Terra Luna. Luna. So I had to pull back to the main support and a continuation upwards, or worst case scenario to, let's see. So it actually looked like this played out. You did not tag the main support, you tagged the top of the support channel, and you had a continuation upwards. So Terra is actually still bullish. You have not made it, well, I guess you can say a lower low right here. But I think Terra's actually, let me look at this real quick. I think Terra's actually been ripping this year, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Look at that. Imagine getting in 2 years ago and being up 93,000% on a coin. That just shows you the power of holding. Trying to convert you guys from paper hands to diamond hands. Like 2 years ago, you could have bought in at 12 cents. Not saying every coin's going to do that by any means, but you just got to have those diamond hands, you know. What's that commercial? Is it for like the George Foreman? Set it and forget it. Buy it, put it on your ledger and forget it. The crazy part about this is we are at 113 right now. And that we just hit the new all-time high 2 hours ago on Luna. So there's really no data. We're kind of in uncharted territory because if to draw a fib, I'd have to draw it to the top of here. So anything that I draw higher than that is an absolute gamble. And I like to go off data. So let's just go off of this real quick. RSI is at 70. So if you want to go technical on this, I believe we're having to pull back to approximately 101 or 100 for a continuation upwards on Luna. We are kind of in uncharted territory, though. We don't have any more data above where we were 2 hours ago. So this green candle right here was the highest Luna's ever been. So you guys are witnessing history right now with that candle. But inevitably, we are taking 70. I think we're going to retrace it to the 50, which brings us back down to 101 or 100, and then we can talk about making another all-time high on Luna. So I think Luna just put its step in, and then we're going to be taking a step down and then making another step on the ladder up. I don't think we're blasting through where we are right now. Luna's definitely got to retrace and fuel up before we make another attempt at making a high. So Craig says RLC. RLC 49 down 4.9, 237. Market cap's 169 million, but does have the low total supply and almost all the coins are in circulation. So that's good. All-time high 15.51 11 months ago. All-time low 15 cents. 3 years ago. So RLC. So RLC started that ladder up effect the 13th of March. Yes, you did make a lower low here, but it looks like that got invalidated by this huge pump up. It said, no, I'm not going down. I am continuing this ladder up effect. If we draw a bottom to the previous high, which is right here, the previous high. You wick to it, you got rejected, and you're currently holding at the 382. RSI just tagged 50 as well. So my personal opinion is you could take this two ways. You can call this the bottom, and our next candle will be green, and we're going to be heading upwards to create a new step. Or if we break below this, we have a main support at $2.19. So yes, this coin could go up or it could go down. But personally, RSI reset at 50, and you've been well over 50 since March 15th. So I'm going to predict that we're going to be bouncing off here to make a new step on our ladder. So I'd keep an eye on $2.61 personally. I know we're doing crypto, but would you take a look at WET? What is WET? I'm guessing that's a stock. I've only charted stocks once, but from what I hear, it's pretty much the same as crypto when you chart. So I'd keep an eye on a pull up to approximately $2.62 for our next step, and then a retracement. Worst case scenario is the 618 to 219. It still would, I guess you can say, maintain its bullish momentum since the low is at 213. But I think this might be the bottom right here. Yes, the candle is just below it, but I probably didn't draw this fib perfectly. So I'd keep an eye on a pump up from here to 261 on RLC. NEM isn't talked about much, but has an ROI potential still. Oh, NEM. Yeah, the thing about this is NEM, all the coins are in circulation, but that's almost 9 billion total supply, and it has a 1 billion market cap. So in order to get to 24 cents, you'll need a 2 billion market cap. So you'll need another $1 billion to come into this coin just to get that to the 24 cents. Not saying it couldn't happen, but we'll get into it. All-time high of 187 4 years ago. All-time low. Imagine getting in this 6 years ago and having 142,000% gain. My guess is they unloaded more coins. They did not. They pretty much just put them all in circulation off the rip, huh? God. Ladder up effect still in effect since the 15th of March for this coin. I think we're working our way up to put another step in personally. I think this was the bottom. Let's draw a fib to see where our next step will accumulate. Yeah, so what we need to focus on here is, yeah, you have a red candle, but it bounced off the 382. It hasn't bounced, but we're stuck at the 382. I'd keep an eye for an upwards move up to 12.6. If we get rejected here, the lowest we can go is the main support at 1.16 for a continuation upwards. We can't fall below the bottom of this support channel at 11.5. Otherwise, it'll start becoming bearish again. So if you want to be bullish, you can say, hey, this is the bottom. We're working our way up to 12.6. But realistically, RSI is at 50. Yes, we've been above it since the 15th of March, but we can slightly dip. As you can see, we did that on the 31st of March. So we could head back down to the main support at 11.6 for a continuation upwards here. We just can't fall below the bottom of the support channel. The bad part is, too, from what I see, is you did put in a lower high as well. So is this the beginning of our downtrend? We'll have to assess that situation at a later date because there's just not enough information to go off of this right here. So if we do head down here to the main support, we have to really, really watch that, because if we break below that, that would definitely validate that we are in a downtrend, because it would give us a lower low, and then inevitably I think the 618 at 10.75 would get hit. If we don't bounce or get a green candle from the 382, we'll have to keep an eye on the main support. So we did make a lower high here, which indicates the start of a downtrend. Can you check MNW Morphous Network? Of course I can, Eric. Looks like the last time I charted this was the 16th of March. So if we draw bottom the top here, let's try to see what's going on. So unfortunately, this did put in a lower high as well. So you can say, hey, this is the start of a downtrend, but there's not enough data to go off it. If you're swing trading and you saw this, people would be selling right now. It's like, oh, it's a downtrend. If you're a long-term holder, it probably wouldn't phase you. RSI did dip below 50. I'd keep an eye on the top of the support channel at 136. If we fell below 136, we'd be dropping down to 129. We did have a pretty big red candle here, and we've been red since. So personally, I think the downtrend might be valid. But if we break below 136, then it will officially be valid. So I'd keep an eye on the top of this support channel at 136. If we don't bounce off that and continue upwards and actually break above this high here, the downtrend's valid and we could start talking about doing something like this, unfortunately. So hopefully that ladder up effect isn't invalid and we have one of those fake outs. But if we're going straight off TA, this is what you're looking at. So I'm not gonna go against the grain and say, hey, just because it did that, we're gonna be bullish still. Reading the charts, this is what's in the cards. We just need to keep an eye on 130, 136, 137. I know you do crypto, but would you look at WEAT? Is that stock? Hey, I'll gladly look in the WEAT. I'll do a stock, I guess. Just tell me what it is. What it is. I don't do stocks. So I type in wheat and all this comes up. So if you tell me what it actually is, I'll give it a shot. But take what I say on that with a grain of salt. My mindset's set for crypto with the volatility. I know stocks aren't as volatile as crypto is. Hey, Chef Nature, I already did Zill. Where you been? I'll do it again. Well, actually, I don't think I did it in the live stream. So I take that back. So for Zilliqa, we could actually head down to the 618 and still be bullish. So people are going to be like, oh my God, Zilliqa is shit in the bed. But we could actually head down from where we are right now another 33%. And people are going to freak out, but you'll still be bullish if you head down there. That's the crazy part. So if you're holding Zilliqa long term, it might not, well, this isn't financial advice. This is what I would do. If I was holding Zilliqa and I wanted to hold on to it long term or possibly try to flip it, I would probably put a buy order in it at 11 cents. If it got filled, it got filled. Because it still would be bullish if it hit that, and the 618 would definitely be a support. I don't think we're heading back down there. The RSI just tagged 50, so I think the 382 would hold for a continuation upwards. But if we did break below, this would absolutely be the bottom for Zilliqa as the time is. If it didn't get filled, it didn't get filled. So if I wanted Zilliqa right now, I'd probably put a buy order in at 11 cents. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do. But if you want to go off the RSI, since we've been maintaining our momentum for over the 50 on the RSI since March 16th, I think we're heading back down to the 382 for another. Oh shoot, what happened there? For another step up to the one here at 23 cents. For Zilliqa. I know it's pulling back pretty decent right now, but we had this huge run up here. We're not bearish until we fall below 10 cents. It's wheat ETF, so let's see. I'll give it a shot. If I can find it. Is this it, WPM, or is it this one right here? First one, this one right here, wheat and precious metal. This one. Okay. Yo, that chart looks like shit. We'll drop this down to the 2 hour. Still looks like crap. Drop it down to the 1 hour. Yo, I want to chart this for you, but this chart does. I guess you don't chart 4 hours, right? And there. I guess we can go off the 1 week. Just shows you my limited abilities for charting stocks. But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. So I'm on the 1 week now, so everything that I do is a week out for these candles. If I charted the days, the candles looked like crap and it wouldn't be valid. So we'll give it a shot. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to Charting Stocks. Today we're going over wheat. So wheat right now is actually at the 618. So I'd keep an eye on 97, the 618 right here. RSI did tag 70 recently, so there's a chance we could be heading down to the 50. But if the 618 doesn't hold, the lowest you can go to maintain its bullish momentum is 706. So we could actually be heading down here to the main support at 807, and it still would be bullish if we continue upwards. Like, I don't know if stocks are this volatile, so take what I say with a grain of salt, because I'm used to charting crypto. But judging by the chart and the RSI on this, I think we're having a pullback on this, I was going to say coin, this stock, to approximately 807, which would reset the RSI at 50. You can see you've been staying over 50 on the RSI since approximately August 10th of 2020 on the weekly. So that is a long time to stay over 50 on the RSI. So that pretty much solidifies for the time being that we're going to be staying over 50. So I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the 50 on the RSI, which would bring us down to 807. And then for a continuation upwards, the battle at the 608 on this stock. Take what I say, though, with a grain of salt. Absolutely take it with a grain of salt. And this is on the weekly. This is on the weekly. This is not on the daily. So every candle you see here is a week time. A week long. So if we drop this back down to the 4 hours, it'll look like crap. So you can see the 4 hours bouncing off the 618. And if it played out how I charted on the weekly, we're heading way down to approximately here. So that's the thing about stocks. They're not as volatile as cryptocurrencies. So if I wanted to try to chart it off the 4 hour with these puny candles, we bounced off the 618. RSI is at 30. And I would say we're going to be continuing up to 1084. So it all depends on how you look at it. I've never charted stocks before, so I don't really know what or looked into how to chart stocks. So I'm charting it like it's crypto right now. If it was crypto, I would say, hey, we're bouncing off the 618 here and working our way up to 1084 to test this resistance because the RSI is reset. So you can either go off this 4 hour or the weekly. I know that probably doesn't help you out much. I'm just out of my element doing this. So, but personally, looking at this chart, I would go off the weekly because you can see there's some days, such as here, that there's hardly anything traded on this stock. It's just neutral, neutral. So the weekly would be more of an accurate time frame to go off of. But, okay, so with that, hello everyone, welcome to Charting Crypto again instead of charting stocks. But that's what I think was going to happen for wheat for a stock. But I'm not a stock charter, so take that with a grain of salt, please. So Ultra UOS. So UOS has been ripping since the 24th of March. You had that nice consolidation, then you popped. If we draw bottom to top, bottom. Never mind. I was gonna make a rhyme right there. So it looks like we bounced off the 236. RSI did bounce off the 50. I think we're heading up here to test the main resistance personally. So I'd keep an eye on a $1.33 main resistance area for this coin. I think we're heading up here. The RSI would actually bring us up to around 67 on that. So it would give us enough room to break above 70 and flip that into support for continuation upwards. But it's kind of going to be a battleground right here because you can see if I look over here to my left, it's a main resistance and you have a resistance channel on top of that. Inevitably, you are laddering up since the 24th of March. The lowest we could possibly go and maintain our bullish momentum is 123, by the way. I don't think we're heading there. I think we're going up here to battle it out here. I think this is one of those one top, two top type things. So I'd keep an eye on 133 for this coin. And yeah, I did flip it back to the 4 hour. I did flip it back to the 4 hour. Oh, with that, I'm all caught up, guys. So what's up? What coins do you want me to chart? If not, I'm gonna go straight on coin market cap and see what's going on there. So if we go to number 1, we can see what coins are popping. So if we look at coin market cap, Bitcoin's down 1.94%. With that, you're going to see a lot of red mixed in with green, but mostly red. Not a lot of pump going on. It says the biggest gainers are these, which are pretty much those scam coins. I've been seeing the Steph coin for a while now. Not really looking into it, but Zilliqa actually made it on the trending for coin market cap. So congrats to the Zilliqa holders. But there's a lot of red here right now, guys. 22% for eCash. Don't know what that is, but quadruple 01. You know the bad thing? Sometimes I just nerd out and go through go through these. Like I haven't heard of that coin. It's up 20-some%. What is that? I dive into Moonbeam. I did Moonbeam today. I don't know why Moonbeam's taken off, but it is absolutely ripping right now. Look at that, 25. It just jumped up. If you saw that, look, it was 25 and just jumped up to 32. Holy cow! Let's look at Moonbeam. Moonbeam up 31.7 at $4.90. Anyone hold Moonbeam? Anyone know what Moonbeam is or is about? Yeah, Moonbeam's still ripping. Unfortunately, the RSI is resetting, so I charted this morning, and I still think this is valid. I think Moonbeam is going to be retraced into the 618 at 382 if it breaks below the 5. Um, but personally, the RSI is too high in my opinion. We have to reset at 50 on Moonbeam. Yes, it's going to be nasty dropping down here. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, why are you saying it's dropping down there? That is so bearish. You could actually drop all the way down to 390, 397 and still be bullish on this coin right now. So I would expect if we go off the wick, I know that sounds bad having an 18% drop, but you guys need to fuel up. It's healthy growth having a retracement. You can't go up forever. Yeah, you can say, hey Adam, there's a fib rate here at 440. Can we hit that? Definitely. If you want to be bullish on it, which of course you can be. I mean, it held here during this drop, so why can't it hold again? So let's keep an eye here at 440 for a continuation upwards. If it drops below 440, I think the 618 is going to get hit for a continuation upwards from there. But this thing has been ripping since approximately 15th of March, like every other coin. Not every other coin, but most coins. So Moonbeam's still looking bullish in my opinion. We just need to reset on the RSI. I heard Moon River was just a shim scam coin. I know it had its thing, but all the top YouTubers were shilling Moon River out the butt. Had all the retail investors FOMO into it. So DOT dot So DOT is still doing the ladder up effect. No, we did not put a lower low end back when Bitcoin dropped. So this ladder up effect is still valid since the 8th of March. So this thing has been going up since the 8th of March. Has not looked back since. Yes, we did pretty much dip almost to 30 on the RSI, but we did not put a lower. I guess you can say, hey, trading crypto, this is a low right here. So take that. I'm going to say take it with a grain of salt, but yes, you would be correct that, yeah, we did make a lower low according to this, but we did make a higher high off of that drop. So this is back in to valid territory. So as of right now, it looks like we're having a battleground at 2321 resistance. We got rejected, headed back down, working our way back up. So we really need to focus on taking out 2321. RSI is over 50, so I guess you can technically say it's overbought. But you guys have pretty much been battling 50 since the 8th of March. See, the lowest you've gone, well, the lowest you've gone was recently, but the lowest you've possibly gone is 41 on the RSI, and this was due to the Bitcoin drop. I think personally we're going to be breaking through 23 up to the 5 or 326 right here at 24.25. So I'd keep an eye on a breakthrough here and a pullback for a continuation upwards on DOT to continue this ladder up effect that you've been in for almost a month now. You guys have pretty much almost been heading up for a month straight. So you guys really don't want to lose that. So let's keep an eye on 23.21. If we break above that, I think this is what's at play. Tag the 382, pull back. This will flip into support, and then you'll continue your way upwards. So the thing about SafeMoon, I made the most money ever off SafeMoon. I bought it the 5th day it came out. I put $250 in SafeMoon the 5th day it came out, and I sold it on the 18th of April of 2020. So I know you say it's a scam, but I put $250 in and came out 35K up. Probably shouldn't say that on live stream, but yeah, the 5th day Safe Moon came out. I put $250 in. I knew it was possibly a scam coin, and I just held it. And I was actually, my son was born on the 19th of April, and I was in the delivery room on the 18th, and I saw Safe Moon shot up, and I was up to 35K on it off a $250 gamble. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And I was like, okay, I made a lot of money off this. And I sold it then, and the next day my son was born. And then I think it was the 19th or 20th, they had some, whatever Twitter scam, whatever, had like a big advertisement saying Safe Moon was a scam, and it shit the bed after that. So that was probably one of my best. That is the best play I've ever had in crypto. I don't think I'll ever be able to find something or get as lucky as I was there. That was pure luck. That was absolutely pure luck. Had to have been a blessing or something like that. So I was in the waiting room waiting for my son to be born, and I sold it the day before, saying, "Hey, you might need this money." Sold all of it, and it was crazy. Pretty much made what I'm doing right now possible. A lot of that money I reinvested in legit coins. Definitely took some out for profit, having a new kid and all, but it was pretty cool. Damn, scam not for you, but the others yeah, I agree. And the crazy part is, how I found it was I was just searching Facebook for like new coins that are coming out, and then I just heard this thing called Safe Moon. You get 10% dividends, and I'm like, oh, this has to be a scam. Like, I'll put 250 in, and you had to go through a process 5 days before, like 5 days after it came out, to even acquire the coin. You had to put money in here, go to the swap and flip to this, do that. It took me like 30 minutes to an hour to figure out how to even acquire the coin. And once I acquired it, it was $250, right? I told my buddy at work, a couple days or a week later got into it. He made some good profit, and it was crazy. But that just shows you have to be ahead of the herd. I don't think I'll ever get that lucky again. I don't even know what type of gains that was, but it was nuts. If I could go back and redo that, I would not be working right now. Yeah, no, that was luck. That was purely luck. But yeah, for DOT, this is what I'm seeing. But yeah, after I sold it, I actually bought a Safe Moon shirt and went to work. And I was actually working 10, 12-hour days, 5 days a week, and they had us working every other weekend too. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I bought my Safe Moon shirt on my last day. I put my time in, got a different job and went like that. Put my time in. I walked out my Safe Moon shirt. My buddy that I worked with, I'm like, this is why I'm quitting right now. I have some funds. I'm able to go do whatever else I want to do. It's pretty nice, but I'm still doing the same stuff I'm doing, but at a different job right now. It'd be nice if crypto took off and I could just get a part-time job doing some outdoor stuff. I love doing like farming. I have a big garden and stuff like that. It'd be nice to work at like a farmer's market or a nursery and stuff like that and take care of plants. So that's my long-term goal, is if I make enough money in crypto, get a part-time job and work in some sort of like nursery where you can just take care of plants and be outside in the sun and stuff like that, instead of being inside working. I don't even even if I made enough money where I didn't have to work again off crypto, I probably still would work part-time somewhere. I have to do something. It would just be, I wouldn't be in the work field to make money. I'd be in the work field to do something that I enjoy doing full time. Not saying that I don't enjoy what I'm doing. I would just, there's more stuff that I would enjoy be doing full time than what I'm currently doing. So it's 8:16 p.m. here. I got enough time for a couple more coins, but I'm not gonna stay up as late as I did last night because I was fucking bogged down today. So so anyone have one or two more coins for me to chart tonight? Toss them on here. We'll get her done. But Craig, I'm definitely, I looked into that Elliott wave and stuff. You'll see me using it. You'll see me using it in the future. It looks very, very useful. Yeah, that's my life goal, man. Just get enough money to live comfortably. I don't need to be rich. I'd still work full time, not full time. I'd probably get a part time doing the nursery work, taking care of plants and stuff, and then doing this on the side hustle. I think that's my life goal right there. I would absolutely love that. But well, guys, if we don't have any more coins to chart, I'm going to be shutting this off and going to bed. But I just want to appreciate everyone for coming out tonight. And if you really like my live streams and you support my channel, I do have an OpenSeas account. I mean, I have some NFTs for $5 just for supporting the channel, and I also have NFTs that give you perks for live streaming. It gives you hierarchy over other people. It'll point you out, and I will chart your coins over other people. So even if there's a lot of charting above you, you'll be top priority. So check out my OpenSeas if you like supporting my channel. It'd be great. But I'm going to be heading off tonight, guys. I appreciate everyone that came out tonight. So I'll catch you guys next time on Charting Crypto. I hope you guys all have a great night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.